Afternoon. We're down at the plot again. When I say we, me, the family gone home, and Helen's putting tea on. We're having extra tasty chicken, which I trust will be extra tasty. And we're also having some veggies from off the plot. We're taking some lettuce down, red and green lettuce. We'll have a chicken salad, warm chicken salad, with that tonight. With Mick being away, Magical Michael, San Miguel is a gringo. He's a gringo, but he's a good man. See, in the earlier episode that I put up today, I mentioned that I'd been given permission to transplant some of the tomato plants that were in my poly greenhouse into Mick's polytunnel, the big tunnel, which is what I've done. I've levelled it off a bit and put the trays in and put the plants in, and I'm just going to put the last few in a few seconds. And I've done a bit of weeding in there as well. I have left some of the climbers because they've got pretty flowers on them, and of course aesthetics is everything. Obviously the wind, you might not have picked that up. It's quite windy and breezy, which is good because it's very, 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 very hot inside the polytunnel. It was 108 degrees Fahrenheit inside the polytunnel at about midday. I came down this morning. There was the incident with the cat and the pigeon and the Jurassic beast that was inside the tent, which was a really nice but weird looking dragonfly. And of course the cat had been molesting the pigeon to the point of agony, and I had to put it out of its misery. That was this morning's episode, or one of them. And this afternoon, it's now about 4:30. We've been quite busy today. We've been doing lots of family stuff today, and James was carrying the flag for the beavers, for his beaver troop in the parade, which is, of course, it was a sort of like Ulster Unionist paramilitary parade that he was in. And no, it wasn't. It was the church walking day, and so all the parishes got together, and he was carrying the flag. Obviously, I'm not filming that, and I'm not putting everything up on here. Jesus, it'd be 24/7 channel, wouldn't it? But yeah, he was a good lad. He was brilliant in that, and so we've been doing that this afternoon. And I've just got back now. As I say, the lady farmer is putting on tea. Not that we're that sort of sexist thingy, but I'm down here, she's up there. Mini Digger's fast asleep, and James is tired. I think he's just chilling out watching a kids movie. I think he's watching Monster Trucks, or Monster Truck, whatever it's called. It's quite good. So I'm down here, and I'm watering up now for Mick, because I think he's only down on Tuesday. And when I went in earlier, everything was bone dry. I'll show you inside the tent. So yeah, we're on Magical Michael. He's given me permission, obviously, to come on, and I'm going to be putting in in fact, I have put in my tomato plants. Close the door with a closed door mechanism, which is that. I'll open it, you silly boy. And there they all are, but they were bone dry this morning. I think the girls have been coming down watering and stuff, but it's so hot at the minute, and it's well vented, that everything's evaporating. It's probably sucking it all up into the plants, but it's also evaporating quite quickly. So it's a constant battle to keep these watered. They're not quite level and straight, these ones on the floor as well, so it all sort of tips to one side. And it's a similar situation with the ones, but I mean, I've levelled these off. I'm going to be putting some more into this bit. I can put another 3 plants in here, and the rest are going to stay in my greenhouse, unless we can find some more room in here, get some more trays in, which I possibly could, as you can see. They'd kind of make like to let us do this, let us use this space, because I can get them. I don't want them really being 3 deep, but 2 deep like that, it should be okay. I've got to get some sort of trellisy type system like he's got on that side for if they do decide they're going to go dead tall. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what goes on with him. Might just put bigger canes in, and then run a lattice of string across so they can climb up that. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Because it's just until I get my poly greenhouse sorted out for myself. Mixed greenhouse here is dead big. It's like a good 10 foot wide by about 16 foot, I think it was, long. 15 or 16 foot long, something like that. I will measure it one of these days and show you. Because Mick doesn't 100% know how big it is. And again, it's about 8 feet high as well in the middle. It's cracker, this one. Doored and vented at both ends, as you can see. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to in the last half an hour, getting these in. Watering it all up again. I watered it this morning, and it drained down again. So I put more water in now. Just got to keep on top of that. As I say, I've not top fed them or anything like that, Mick, but because I didn't know when you last fed them, but I'll leave that for you to sort out when you get back on Tuesday or whatever. Send us a text message or whatever later on if you do need them, or if you're going to be later coming back, and I'll keep on top of them for you. So once all of them are in there, I am going to water around the bases of the plant as well, inside the buckets, and I'm going to feed them. So I'm going to give them the first feed. If you remember from about 5 or 6 weeks ago, it was the day that we went to Buckcycle, and I was actually potting these on, and I put the bloodfish and the bone in there, along with the compost, and the compost was supposed to be a 12-week compost as well, 12-week feed, but I did put a good couple of handfuls of bloodfish and bone in with that as well. And that's all I've done really with them. So I'm going to start feeding them. Got vines coming on, as you can see already, on them, on that sun gold there. Lots of little toms coming on the sun gold. Some of them are suffering more than others, so I'm hoping having the extra space and the extra sort of elbow room in here, they'll come on a lot more, a lot better, but we can only see. Alright, so I'll pause it now. Or I might even switch it off. You know what I mean? Knowing me with my bloody great big sausage hands, hitting the wrong buttons all the time. But if you do see me coming back, obviously I've got it right and I've paused it. Right, so next step, we're back on the plot, on my plot. And due to this morning's pigeon-based tragedy, I'm going to make sure that the poor pigeon doesn't get a chance to get trapped in here again. Or any of his mates, because he'll not be getting trapped, will he? And the cat cornered the pigeon obviously this morning and killed it. Or I had to kill it and finish it off. So I'm going to stop that from happening ever again by making sure that that doorway has a door in it. See you in a bit. Ta-da! I'll net it up, and that'll be the final ta-da. But yeah, so there it is. That's going to be the door. It's got 2 slide bolts on it, on the outside. I can actually get in this way now. I'm going to put a little latch on the inside for when you're in there. But to lock it up on the outside, we've got the 2 little slide bolts. One there, and one there. I mean, it's just a rough door, but it does the job, yeah? And it'll keep the naughty birds out once it's netted, which will be in the next 10 minutes. See you shortly. Yeah, so there it is, all done and dusted and netted. As I say, I put the 2 little slide bolt locks on the front of it, and trimmed all the scaffold debris netting back using this little item, which I'll show you now, if I can get through, which I recommend everybody gets, because they're only about a tenner on Amazon or eBay, and it's one of these. It's a Mora Kniv. I've had this Kniv for several years now, probably about 3 or 4 years, and you only have to hone it every now and again. Obviously I don't look after it too well because it's all I just clean it really with a pan scrubber, and I hone it every now and again. It keeps it's kept its sharpness with its Scandinavian grind on that knife there. So that's called a Scandi grind. And that's what I used to trim them all off with. There is a big gaping hole as it looks there, but it isn't a hole, it's the one with the 15mm hexagons in it. of the tack netting, but I haven't got any more of the scaff netting as yet. I will pick some up if I can be bothered picking any up, because it's done now. It's all going to be fit for purpose now, that, and I like to leave the bigger hole netting so that the pollinators can get in and out. And I don't think the birds will be coming back now. I can't see it. Although they just come and perch on it. As long as they're not getting in stealing things, I'm not bothered. Let them live their lives. There's a whole woods over there. Naughty birds. Fill your boots. Right, I'm going to go and get my tea now. Catch you later.